Hey everybody, Argent here. I had no intention of doing a live stream tonight, but like some really, really crazy shit just happened, and I had to talk about it because this is frankly insane. This is insane. Okay, so I don't know if anybody's heard, but there's been this speculation going on for a while now that Phil and Leanna had broken up. Or that something was going on with their relationship. When exactly they actually broke up, nobody knew. Was it during the here? I'm just posting this in the chat, and there is a link in the video. So there had been speculation for quite a while now, that they had broken up at some point, or that their relationship was in serious trouble, um, verging on collapse. And yeah, it seems like. Did you just drop something? I don't know. I think I was just scratching my head. But yeah, so that stuff happened, and yeah, it's looking like they broke up. Um, so let's just look at this tweet. There is a hashtag on Twitter, "Where's Leanna?" where people were trying to figure out what was going on. But yeah, so let's just fire up. They call me DSP. So we have, since there's tons of speculation and it makes sense to clear it up, yes, it's true that Leanna and I have broken up. We actually broke up a while ago, and she moved out 2 weeks ago. We purposely agreed to keep quiet to prevent any unnecessary drama on either side, being that we both have public personas slash social media presence, and we're still on good speaking terms. This is a personal matter between us, dealing with behind the scenes occurrences, feelings that, quite frankly, are nobody's business but our own. I'll go into detail about this in a minute. I wish Leanna the best. I still talk with her regularly, and we'd both appreciate if you'd respect our privacy on this matter. As in, don't bother asking for details because you won't get them. In fact, this is the only time I'll address it, as I prefer to be moving on positively and focus on the future. There will not be any videos made on this subject. Thank you for understanding. Now, I just don't know if I can believe this, to be perfectly honest. Because he's lied about so many things before. He's been referring to her as his girlfriend for the last couple weeks. And when the hell did that whole hospital thing happen? He says that they broke up that she moved out 2 weeks ago, and that they broke up before that. So let me just see when I did my when did the whole DSP thing even happen with the hospital visit, because this timeline doesn't really make any sense. I don't know, like this whole thing is just like I kind of like expecting to see this as a troll, to be perfectly honest. Okay, so let's look at this timeline. So I covered the "My Girlfriend Almost Died But About My AdSense" guys on May 16th. So May 16th was 2 weeks ago. It's the 31st today. So that would mean that she moved out like the same day that the hospital thing happened. So the timeline doesn't make any sense. So what we're supposed to believe, okay, so they broke up 2 weeks ago. No, she moved out 2 weeks ago. So, and my video was a day or two delayed. So she moved out before she had the panic attack. I think. I don't know. None of it makes any sense. Let me see if I can find that. Let me just go to the King of Hate vlogs. Okay, so we have the video I did. We're just going to do a little investigating thing. Okay, so I put this up on May the 16th. So let me just go to the King of Hate vlogs. So let's just see if we can figure this thing out, because this whole thing doesn't make any sense to me. This whole thing sounds like shenanigans. Okay, so where is the most recent Hate Live? Okay, so Hate Live Emergency was streamed on May 14th. Okay, so the hospital thing happened May 14th, and today is May the 31st, and he claims that Leanna moved out 2 weeks ago. Let me just bring up a calendar. Just don't worry, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a professional. So, okay, so today is May the 31st. Someone says May the 31st, 16th is 15 days ago. Yes, that is correct. So she moved out before she had the panic attack, I guess? I don't know, it doesn't really make sense. But if they broke up, then why did he call her my girlfriend, and why has he still been calling her his girlfriend? See what I mean about this making no sense? So, like, she ostensibly moved out like 2 weeks ago, but then it depends on what he means by 2 weeks ago. Okay, I understand it can mean like 3 weeks ago. I'm not trying to go for an exact date. It just seems weird that all this stuff like would happen. Just the timeline doesn't make sense to me. Like nothing. If you go back and look at what's happened over the last couple, like the last month, nothing about them breaking up a month ago and her moving out 2 weeks ago makes sense. He's been calling her his girlfriend. He's been talking about her. I forget the last time that she appeared. I think it's been at like, I think it was more recently than 2 weeks ago. It's, I don't, like I said, just none of it makes any sense. I'm sorry, guys, if I'm having trouble kind of explaining this like better, but just think about it and think about what you've seen from the last couple weeks, and let me know if that thing makes anything in kind of if I'm making any sense by complaining about how this whole thing makes no sense. So yeah, so Leanna, I don't know. I guess Batterez says DSP is playing the detractors. This is 4D chess. Now I'm gonna say that I actually just don't believe this. I kind of feel like someone hacked his account and put this up. I just like it just came out of nowhere. Like there was no real lead up to this. They've been on the verge of breaking up for years now. I I'm glad a couple people in the chat are agreeing with me, because I'm sorry if I'm kind of stumbling here. I'm just kind of in a state of shock and disbelief, because nothing about this makes any sense if you really think about it. The timeline doesn't make sense. That like how he's been referring to her as Leanna, my girlfriend, hasn't made sense. I think she's shown up more recently than the time she supposedly moved out. Um, and the whole engagement thing, like how? Let me see when the engagement thing was, because the engagement thing wasn't that long ago. So was this like all theater? Like have they been broken up for a long time, and they pretended to formally get engaged to get more money? Like are they running some kind of long con here? Like it's, and this is kind of the thing, because I'm not a complete asshole. Like I've defended DSP in the past. I've said that some of the detractors have gone too far. But and I would feel bad for him if this was actually the case. But how can we know this is the case? Because this guy lies about everything. He lies about everything. He tells half truths about everything. There's no way of knowing what actually is going on. For all we know, this could have been like some sort of long con. They could have been broken up for like months now, but they're just pretending to still be together. Let me see. When did the ring happen? Okay, so the engagement was 1 month ago. So let's look at this calendar again. Okay, so 52 days ago. Okay, so April 9th, they got engaged. This video is long but covers a lot of topics concerning my new engagement to my 5+ year girlfriend Leanna. So they got engaged less than 2 months ago, and she moved out 2 weeks ago. Okay, so let's just look at this a bit. Okay, so let me just, and I'll try to maybe, let's just do some stuff here. Okay, so he aired the dirty laundry about her panic attacks. That's why she probably dumped him. We broke up before that, you dumb fuck kid. I'll check Pandalese. Okay, so roughly speaking, okay, let me just see here. Calendar. Okay. Come on. I need a calendar here. Okay. Okay, so let's look at this. Okay, so today is May 31st. They broke up ostensibly 2 weeks ago. Okay, so they broke up sometime ostensibly in this period. The panic attack happened on this day. So the time they broke up was when the panic attack was happening and when he was still calling her his girlfriend. So the actual time in which the engagement happened was April 9th. So we're supposed to believe that they got engaged April 9th. Now he said that they broke up prior to 2 weeks ago when she moved out. So, okay, so let's just go through this. So this is the date they got engaged. This is the date where he announced they broke up. This is the timeline where she had apparently left some for the entirety of this period. This is when the panic attack happened. And he said they broke up before that. So let's say it was another week or two before that. So that means they broke up probably less than a month about after getting engaged. And the other thing is, this is the guy who does vlogs about everything. This is the guy who talks about every aspect of his life. I don't know. Sorry, some people are just joining. Okay, so just I'll just copy and paste the tweet into the chat. That is DSP's direct quote. So let's see if Panda Lee has anything. Okay, so she retweeted DSP. She retweeted him. So that's kind of a confirmation that this is real. Okay, so Jordan says, so that would explain a lot of the sick days you've had recently away from stream. You stayed very professional the last few weeks despite what you've been going through. I respect that a lot. No, he hasn't. He's been eBaying the whole time. Let's see here. And I mean, and this is the thing about DSP, and this is the thing. Someone's asking where the SOK is. I just luckily was Theo just put up a video and I was watching Theo's video and I just glanced at the comments and someone had just said it's official, they're broken up, and I'm just like, holy shit. Okay, I gotta jump on this. So like here's kind of the thing about it, and DSP's like, oh, this is personal. Oh, this is like, you guys shouldn't be celebrating this. Well, I'm not celebrating this. I'm just talking about it. They're like, well, you guys are sick perverts for talking about this. Well, the issue is that DSP talks about every aspect of his life online. He films himself eating, he films himself sleeping, he films himself jerking off. He makes like posts about like on Twitter bragging about how he jerked off. So we're like, so he even like did this super long like story that was told in the most just disturbing and sensitive way possible about how he went to the hospital with his girlfriend who actually wasn't his girlfriend at the time. And like he just does that. And so when he's like, when he goes, well, you guys shouldn't be looking at my personal life, you people shouldn't be talking about my personal life, you guys shouldn't be like prying. Well, we kind of have to. I think we kind of have that right, because you put everything about your life online. And this has always been the problem with DSP. If he would stop making like not just interesting videos, but just fucking crazy bullshit on a daily basis, then people like me and like Theo and stuff wouldn't make videos about him. I mean, I think the SOK. I don't want to talk about them because for certain reasons, but I think the SOK wouldn't stop like regardless. But I might even get in trouble for just saying that. Let's see here. But yeah, so I guess I'm trying to justify me making a video about it is everything has to be drama. Like let's look at the last couple things. Like we have emergency. Let's see here. I'm stuck in limbo because of YouTube. I need your help. Let's see here. Restrictions loosen. Taxes. I need help with taxes. Let's see here. The Machinima story. Persona 5 hype. Engaged. Like everything this dude puts up on his channel is drama. Everything on his Twitter is drama. So I don't know. I guess I'm just trying to justify it. I mean, once again, if this is like legitimately what happened, I'm gonna say this now. I feel really bad. Um, I feel really bad for the man, to be perfectly honest. I mean, this was kind of the last normal thing in his life. This is the last kind of, I guess, kind of anchor to the real world that was there. Like without this, I don't know like what Phil's gonna do. I don't know how Phil can go on. This was the last like real human being that he interacts with on a regular basis. Like when is the last time that DSP actually has ever spoken to someone? Like has had a real conversation with somebody. Like he doesn't like really interact with people at all. And this is it. Now he's just going to be living in that big empty house all alone with his dad and his bills, and it's really depressing. Um, it's yeah, and I don't know. Like, call me kind of a suck or a pussy or whatever, but I do feel bad for the guy. His life is awful. I mean, he's a greedy narcissistic douchebag, but at the same time, as he likes to say, he's a real human being and a real hero. He's a real human being and a real hero. Um, but yeah, it's just, I don't know, watching a guy just completely destroy his own life on camera is like is difficult. And the thing is, DSP's done a lot of bad stuff, but at the same time, he's not as bad as a lot of people. And to a certain extent, I do think people. Okay, guys haven't. Okay, a real human being and a real hero is a meme. Let me find that. Okay, it was a meme that came about from the movie Drive. Basically, basically the main theme song of the movie Drive had a real human being and a real hero, and it led to a bunch of memes. Like, here's one of the memes that came out of it. Oh, okay. Sorry. Apparently, people couldn't hear that. Oh well, it is what it is. Nothing I can do. Um, OBS had some like update which made the whole thing kind of yeah. Desktop audio device.
Hey Johnny.
Oh, hi.
Properly.
It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward, okay? And don't be pointing fingers saying, I'm not where I need to be because of him or her or anybody. Cowards do that, and that ain't you.
Yeah, so that is what that's a reference to. Sorry about that. OBS just had an update. It is what it is. Nothing I can do, but I digress. So let's just see. I don't have a ton else to say other than to just say, if this is real, then this is really just super depressing. I just use the reference because Phil always talks about how people are human beings, and like how people are just rational humans, etc. Sorry, I took my sleeping medication before I did this stream, so I didn't even know this was was happening. Let's see here. Didn't you get engaged to her not too long ago? Well, either way, I'm sure you'll find somebody else, but it's sad to hear nevertheless. I don't think he's gonna find anybody else. Much support and respect, man. Let's see here. Watching your shit for 5+ years. Think about it. She did the best to help him and herself, but when he refused to make any positive changes, she saw it wasn't getting better. You're clearly a hater. Yep, of course he's a hater. Let's see here. So yeah, it looks like, yeah. So yeah, I think that's pretty much all that I have to say on the topic. Just that Phil and Leanna have broken up. It looks like it's legitimate. And nothing about this makes any sense, and the entire timeline is completely fucked. So who the hell knows if this was a scam? Who knows if... Who knows if they've been broken up for a long time and they've just been doing this to make money? I don't know. I don't think anybody knows. I'm sure the truth will come out because Phil basically just posts every aspect of his life online. And yeah, so there we go, guys. Just a short stream. I just kind of wanted to talk about it. So yeah, good night.